Hello guys, Musha here, and today we're gonna be making a destro guide. This is gonna be a destro guide after the changes on Tuesday. This is like a PvP guide, right? So let's get to it. As you guys can see, I think I queued like yesterday or the day before yesterday as destro a little bit. I haven't been, that's the thing, I've been playing demo and destro. I'm like basically almost like 3k on all of them except like AF because I haven't been playing AF. But let's get to it. So I'm 2965 at Destro. I'll show you my talents really quick and I explain why. So right now, let's go on the destruction, like, you know, right side, talent tree, Chaos Ball is mandatory. You have to pick that. Conflag. Backdraft, this is very important talent that you need to pick because why? It reduces the cast time of your next Incinerate or Chaos Ball or Soulfire, but you don't play Soulfire technically. I mean, you can play it, but it's more like a solo shuffle type of thing in my opinion. But you know, Chaos Ball Incinerates are really good if you like can get them off, of course. Then here you have like Reverse Entropy, increase your haste by 15% for a second. This is really good as well, right? Now, here instead of Havoc, we sacrifice Havoc, right? And we play with Mayhem build. And I'm gonna get to the point why it's very OP. So yeah, we play this. We play Pandemonium to increase the duration of basically Mayhem, or like makes triggers like 10% more, if that makes sense. Yeah, there you go. Here we play explosive potential to reduce the cooldown of Conflag. Is important because, you know, it's not like a super, basically with this build you don't cast as much, you just like press consistent abilities, like everything that is instant cast to do like a lot of damage instant cast. So yeah, we play like basically with Conflag like short cooldown. Here, you can pick any of those two. It's up to you. Both of them are really insane. If you feel like you cannot get any cast off at all, then you should probably like improve Conflag. So you have like 3 charges, and all you have to do is like Conflag 3 targets, Shadow Burn, and keep immolates on people, and that's it. You don't have to worry. You know, once in a while when you get like when you're getting hit, you proc like Backlash. It's a talent that, you know, is right here. So while being hit by melee attacks or whatever, you proc this and you send insta incinerate. So yeah, but if you feel like you cannot get cast of incinerates off or whatever by any chance, and this thing is not procking, then I will say play with improved Conflag. It's like more instant damage. You can hit them for like 50k or something. If it creates like 70k, you know, it's good. 3 instant cast hitting for 70k, it's a lot of damage. Or you can play with like Roaring Blaze. Like I was saying before, you can like, if you feel like you feel confident and comfortable playing like casting incinerates, you can play this and it does a lot of damage. You can hit like 130k, 150k incinerates with full gear. Maybe not right now, but with full gear you can. I already test on like Tournament Realm, and yeah, it does a lot of damage. So here we play with Shadow Burn. We play with like improved Shadow Burn. It basically just makes like your Shadow Burn do a lot of damage. And then we play with this talent called Ruin. Ruin increases the damage of Conflag, Channel Demon Fire, don't you ignore that, Shadowburn, and Soulfire. If you play with Soulfire, you can like make it work, but I will say Channel Demon Fire is a really bad talent. Don't pick it up. It doesn't do like as much damage. It's a nice talent, I know, I love that talent, but it doesn't do anything. So here, I'm not with this build, it's like no pet build, I'm not playing Rain of Fire. So let me explain really quick why. So if you face like something like a droid or something that in solo shuffle you don't have to play it. Why? Because in solo shuffle you're not allowed to drink, or healers are not allowed to drink, so you don't have to worry about stopping drinks, right? So that's like a solo shuffle type of thing. You don't have to worry. But if you kill 3s and you have to stop the drink, so if you're playing with pet or without a pet and you face like a droid, if the droid shadow melts, even if you have a pet, if you don't have Rain of Fire or anything, how can you hit the guy? Because the guy's like behind the pillar, you know where he's located, but you cannot hit the guy, right? That means you have no Rain of Fire. How can you get there? Maybe you can use like Soul Burn and get within, but if it's really high dampening, it's a lot of damage, you don't have defensive or anything like that. Basically, you're sacrificing yourself, positioning, and you know, your healer like it's all the way back and you're pushing in to stop a drink when you could have like spec into Rain of Fire into droids or something like that to stop the drink. It really depends what comp and everything you're playing, right? You don't have to play it all the time, but you can play Rain of Fire. I usually have a build for Rain of Fire too, just to like stop drinks, but it's up to you. But you don't have to play it if you don't like it. It's okay. It's just like to stop drink type of thing, getting combat ASAP type of thing. That's all. It's not like it's gonna do a lot of damage. That's the only thing. So here we play with Scalding Flames. He just immolates. Usually it's like almost like your top damage all the time. You play this, it's really good. It's an insane talent. 25% damage increase is insane. Flashpoint. We need Flashpoint 100%. Flashpoint. That's why you like have to put Immolate on every single target. Why? Because Immolate is gonna do damage, but at the same time you're gonna get like Flashpoint 24/7 on you the more uptime you have on Immolate. And it's a lot of haste that you get. And that basically has a chance to proc what? Reverse Entropy. And then when you backdraft, when you use Conflag, you have a lot of haste going all the time. That's why Destro, you don't have to like Omega overwhelm yourself and stack a lot of haste because you have a lot of haste already. Here after the buff, they buff like Eradication. It used to be only Chaos Ball only, but now Chaos Ball and Shadowburn increase the damage you deal to the target by 10% for 7 seconds. So that means when I'm hitting this target right here, or whatever target I'm hitting, let's hit this PP dummy, I apply Eradication and basically all my abilities are gonna do 10% damage from, you know, and that's a lot of damage. So that's why you play Eradication now. Same thing with Ashen Remains. They changed it. It used to be Chaos Ball and Incinerate, but now Shadowburn, they added Shadowburn to it. Incinerate now deals like 10% damage to targets afflicted by Immolate. Chaos Ball, Shadowburn, and Incinerate. That means like if the target has Immolate on it, you're gonna do big damage to him, more damage, right? And then on top of that, if you have Eradication on it, you're gonna do way more damage, if that makes sense. So we always like Summon Inferno. It's a really good stun. It's a good like Socha regen. It does like decent amount of damage. The main thing is just like to like stop them from like doing a go, like stopping something in the opener or like doing damage. AoE cleaving is good. Ritual Ruin is not like the best talent right now, but you have to pick it. Why? Because we're playing with, we need Burn to Ashes. Burn to Ashes basically is like Chaos Ball and Rain of Fire increase the damage of your next Incinerate and Shadowburn by 30%. The main thing here is like when you press Shadowburn, it gives you a stack of Burn to Ashes, right? That means your Incinerate is gonna do 30% more damage. And then you can like, you know, basically you spam all this. If you're being hit, you're gonna proc Backlash. That means if you're playing Roaring Blaze, with Backlash being hit by melee, and then you have Burn to Ashes by just like pressing Instant Cast, you're gonna hit the target really hard with, you know, Roaring Blaze applied in. So that's why you play like, you know, Burn to Ashes talent, and that's why you have to pick Ritual of Ruin. It's not like you need it, but you have to go here. Now, this is another important talent, Madness. So Madness basically increases damage of your bolts, reduce the cast time, and it's not just that, Rain of Fire and Shadowburn too, increase the damage of your Shadowburn. So you already have like Eradication, you already have Ashen Remains, you have a lot of talent that increases the damage of Shadowburn, right? So this talent basically makes like instant cast build really strong. And on top of that here, so you can play Chaos Incarnate, but I'm not a big fan of it since kind of like Mastery got nerfed for locks now. Like it doesn't reduce the damage that you receive anymore. It used to be like a versatility type of thing, but not anymore. So I rather have like Dimensional Rift, which keeps people in combat. And if you pull like, if you're doing a go and you try to kill someone and you like triple rift the person with Shadowburn, you know, conflag, it's gonna be taking a lot of damage from you. So yeah, that's why you play these talents right here. Exactly. Dreamer of Sacrifice. This means like you sacrifice your pet and you're gonna do a lot of like shadow damage like crazy. So it's important that you pick this talent. PvP talents. Bane of Havoc. It shows red. You still pick it up, it works. I'll show you in 1 second. It works just fine. So Cremation, you can play Cremation. It's just like when every time you conflag, it does like additional fire damage. It's 3%. It's very low. It's usually like 3 or 2% of your time or your damage. But or you can pick whatever you want from the talent tree. You can pick Nether. You can pick Shadow Rift to like port melee outside of you. You can play Fell Fisher. It's up to you really. But if you're not casting too much Chaos Ball, then Fell Fisher is useless. Because this build is most likely like instant cast type of build, right? So I will say just still play Cremation and just free damage there. Precognition got buffed on Tuesday. So instead of 4 seconds, now you're immune to like pushback and stuns for 5 seconds. So 1 second added is really good. Trust me, it's really good. Imagine that Jujuka kick and then you have all your bursts like Inferno, castable for free, fear for free, and you're unstoppable. So it's a good talent. That's why I play it. So let me show you Bane of Havoc, even that it shows red, right? So right now I don't have a pet. I'll sacrifice my pet really quick. Immolate this, and you're gonna see the Bane of Havoc in a second proccing on all this. It should proc in 1 second here. You see? And now when I immolate, he applies immolate to everybody. I castball, it throws castball to everybody. And that's like the whole point. It's consistent, it's RNG, but it's always like proccing inside of arena. As long as you have like immolates on everybody, like right now I proc again, right? And I'm just hitting people for like amount of damage like this, right? Just like whatever you hit. So Conflag is hitting for 82k, castball 80k, Shadowburn 48k, you know, it's like, and when it's like that big area, you hit everybody with it, all your spells. So that's why you play main him build and then you play Bane of Havoc, so the area is bigger, so it's good. So now we go to the left side here. So Feldom, you'd be like, if you don't play with a pet, why do you have Feldom? So I cannot show you right now, but for example, I have a pet sacrifice. So if I interrupt, let's say this guy, this target dummy is a guy, I use my interrupt, I Feldom, summon a pet, I interrupt again and then sacrifice the pet, and you know, I can like double kick. So that's why I play Feldon, just to have double kick, and that's it. And then I sacrifice again, and then in 3 minutes again I can do the same thing, unless you're running like Feld Pack, and then you can do it every 2 minutes, but it's up to you. Demon Skin is really important. You need it just because it's leech. It's like, you know how Warlocks work with shields and, you know, absorptions and blah 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 blah. Same with Felt Armor. You need this styling. It's more leech, reduce damage taken by 3%. You need this. Curses. You need these curses. It's baseline. It's important. You don't care about anything else. This curse give you tongues, give you slows, give you weakness. It's good. You need this. Then I'll play Amplified Curse, and you'll be like, why Amplified Curse? So I play it because Amplified Curse, just like if I'm facing melees right now, like Warrior, Red Palace, anything that can crit really hard, I just like press this ability and then put Curse of Weakness on the target. And basically, if you read it, what it does is like, enemy is unable to critical strike, so he's not able to crit. So it's really good to put it right now on like any melee that, like Warrior, Rogues, you know, anything that can crit you really hard. So it's good. Another thing, if you guys didn't know, if you apply Curse of Tongues on ferals, it reduces like their tick, because their bleed is like affliction logs. So it's really good to always put Curse of Tongues on ferals. You guys might think it's crazy, but just give it a try and you guys will see how much like you reduce their damage. So that's why I play Improve, because melee the damage is too high and melees are crazy. And that's why, like, you know, I rather have like this buff consistently on my enemies. So give me windows and my healer doesn't have to stress out. I don't have to like panic and stress out and press like a big defensive, right? So here we pick Demonic Inspiration, not because of the pet, it's because it says like increase it when you sacrifice your pet, increases the damage of Grimmer Sacrifice by 15%. So that's why I'm playing this talent. That's why as well I play Wrathful Minion, not because of the pet. I don't have a pet outside with this build. It's just because it increases the damage of Grimmer Sacrifice by another 15%. So that basically is a 30% damage increase with those two talents, right? So that's really good. We play Mortal Coil, as Destro feels good. When you see the big area, like the Havoc Mayhem thing, if you proc it and you throw Coil, if there's like 10 people inside of it, you can coil all 10 of them. It's okay. It's really good and it heals you a lot. So yeah, pick this all the time. Mortal Coil for Destro. Demonic Fortitude, you know, the more HP you have, the better it is, because Dark Pack, you know, Dark Pack, basically you have this shield right here, that the more HP you have, the bigger the shield is. So I always play Demonic Fortitude for better shield. Demonic Gateway, you need this, is mandatory, more mobility to get away from your enemies. You know, you have to like move when they pop the cooldowns, you try to kite them, run. Shadow Fury is an important talent because you have like, you don't have enough, besides fear, you don't have enough pills, so an extra stun is good. And then I play Improved Shadow Fury just to reduce the cooldown and have like more pills often. So that's why I play this talent. Here, Life Blood, I use it because since I'm not gonna, as Destro, I don't use Drain Life at all. So I'm not gonna be healing with Drain Life as Destro at all. That's like Affliction type of thing, right? So I rather, like, when I use my cookie, I gain 15% leash for 20 seconds. That's insane. So we play Dark Pack always. Demonic Embrace, make sure you guys pick this talent right here. It's like 10% damage, stamina increase. That means you have more HP, and that means your Dark Pack shield is bigger. Here you can play Frequent Donor. It's up to you to reduce the cooldown of Dark Pack, or I've been playing with this, feels way better every minute. I don't sacrifice as much HP, and it's you know, the shield is good. So it's up to you here. You play whatever you want in this row. Here, Dark Core reduce the cooldown of Unending Resolve. It's okay, it's good, but I feel like the game is too fast and there's too much damage and you die to the defensive. So I feel like Strange of Will is better. Soul Link. You'll be like, well, why are you playing Soul Link and why are you playing Profound Bargain if you don't have a pet? So if you read it, it's like when you have Grimoire of Sacrifice active, that means Grimoire of Sacrifice is like when you sacrifice your pet, which is like a talent here on the right side. It gives you stamina, it gives you more HP. That means when you play those two talents and you sacrifice your pet, you're gonna have a massive HP. And that means your Dark Pack is gonna be bigger. Cool. So another thing is Soul Conduit. Why Soul Conduit? Because when you're like spending soul shards, like Shadowburn, you're spending, Chaos Ball, you're spending, if you throw like Rain of Fire, you're spending, it has a chance to like refund your soul shard spending, and that's good because that way you might have a chance to like, you know, free cast more and you're not like soul shard starving. And you need it regardless because this talent tree on this side right here, Teaching of the Black Harvest and Demonic Resilience, is when you have a pet. So this is a no pet build. So when you have like no pet, you can play these talents right here and you're more tanky. Soulburn is mandatory. So Soulburn, when you press this, you try to always use it in any scenario. Oh, I need to Soulburn teleport. I need to like, because you need to kite. Soulburn port. Oh, I need to use gateway. Instant cast. I need to like replace the gateway location because we move from pillar to other pillar. Okay, Soulburn, use your gateway instant cast. Soulburn like Hellstone. You know, all these things, I buff you. It's insane. This talent is like OP as fuck. You should always pick this talent no matter what. Grimoire of Synergy. A lot of you don't know this. Blizzard hotfixed this without saying anything. It was a ninja buff or whatever you guys want to call it. They didn't mention anything about it, but now it procs. It was proccing only with pet. It wasn't proccing without pet. Right now I have no pet. Right now you guys can see I have no pet. And you guys, I'll make a proc here in a second. So you guys can see that Blizzard fixed it. You guys see? Demonic Synergy. So basically when you sacrifice your pet, now you have like 10% damage increase and it's proccing now. It wasn't proccing before. So make sure you pick Remote of Synergy, boys. It's a lot of damage. 10% damage increase to you is a lot. So pick this. The eye got buff. So you don't have to play it if you don't like it at all, but it got buff. It does like 3% of your damage now. So it got buff a little bit. It's kind of like, it's just free damage. If you don't want to play it, you can play like Fell Synergy or you can play Abyss Walker. It's up to you. Or you can play like Banish. But that's pretty much for Destro. If you guys have like more questions or whatever, hit me up in the comments. I stream every day. I have all my talents updated on my Discord, or if you guys come to my Twitch, you guys can see it on my Twitch, Mucho Power TV on Twitch, and you know, on my stream title it's gonna say like the you know, exclamation point Destro, exclamation point like Tyrant, Pit Lord for all the specs. I have like commands, or you can type exclamation point Discord, and you're gonna get the Discord link, and you can see the talents on my Discord with pictures and use the code there as well. But you know, there's multiple builds. This is already like 18-minute video. I don't want to make it so long, but so you guys know, there's like multiple builds. There's like pet build, no pet build, stop drink build. There's like multiple builds that you can play, and Destro is really good right now. It does a lot of damage. But yeah, boys, thanks for watching. Make sure you guys like hit me up in the comments, and yeah, have a good one. Peace.